Dr. Lawyer, Indian Chief, a midget version, played by Al Goodman and his Grand Concourse Grenadiers. Yes, yes, Portland?
Who is your guest tonight?
Well, I haven't any guess.
Oh, I thought you had Evelyn and her magic violin.
Well, I thought I did, too, but Evelyn broke a string on the magic violin, and Spitalny couldn't get his hands on a cat in time, so the whole thing fell through.
Well, I read in Earl Wilson's column that Beatrice Lillie just arrived in New York from London.
Say, Bea Lillie, she's the famous musical comedy star.
You mean the British Castelli?
Now, Portland, please. Do not jeopardize our friendly relations with England. Bea Lillie, you know, she would make a swell guest for tonight. I think I'll run over to Miss Lillie's hotel.
Yes?
Is Miss Lillie in?
I'm Beatrice Lillie.
Miss Lillie?
Oh, you may call me Bea.
Bea?
As in a hive. That's a joke, son.
I know.
Oh, that was a Liverpool Lulu.
Now, please, Miss Lillie, my name is Fred Allen.
Now, that's what I like about you American men. You're so impulsive. We've barely met and you've told me your name.
Well, in England, you do things differently.
When a gentleman meets a lady in England, the lady extends her hand, the gentleman kisses it.
If you will extend your hand.
With the meat shortage? Not like
Well, Miss Lillie, I'll come right to the point. I am in radio.
Radio? Oh, you mean the wireless.
Oh, that's right. In England, you do call radio the wireless.
Yes, yesterday I asked the man to direct me to Wireless City.
You meant... You meant Radio City.
Well, this gentleman told me that at the moment all of New York was wireless. So he handed me a sign and we had a ripping time marching up and down all day.
Well, Miss Lillie, you may not know it, but you were picketing Western Union. Tell me, what is radio like in London? I hear it's a bit of the old drab.
The old drab? On the contrary. British radio is a frolic from sun-up to bedtime.
A frolic? Well, what programs go to make up a day on the BBC?
Well, we're up at the crack of dawn to hear Dr. Mickelman's concert hour.
Dr. Mickelman has a big orchestra?
Just a flute.
You sit through a whole hour of flouting?
Well, 2 hours until 8 o'clock.
What happens at 8 o'clock?
Well, from 8 to 12, there's an educational talk by Professor Swaffin. He's a royal taxidermist.
After 2 hours of fluting, you sit through 4 hours of talking?
Oh, it's very exciting. Professor Swaffin is running a series on how to stuff a field mouse.
Oh.
As Professor Swaffin lectures, we all sit by our radios, stuffing our field mice.
What happens when you stop stuffing your field mice?
Dr. Mickelman comes back with his flute. And he plays till sundown.
Well, that takes care of British daytime radio. Now, what happens at night?
Oh, it's generally quite gay.
Really?
Little boys playing drum solos, chess games are broadcast. Then late at night, Professor Swaffin returns for another lecture.
And everybody starts stuffing their field mice again?
Professor Swabin's night lecture is called How to Stuff an Owl.
Oh, for nothing. This fills in the rest of the evening.
Yes. BBC goes off the air with Dr. Mickelman and his flute playing When You Come to the End of a Perfect Day.
Well, radio in America is quite different, Miss Lillie.
Oh, you don't stuff field mice?
Oh, no. Radio listeners here stuff their ears. Now, why don't you come on my program tonight, and I can show you how we work it here.
Oh, sorry, Fred. I'm much too busy. I'm here looking for material for a new review I'm doing in London next month.
Bea, if you would be interested in a smash musical show for London, your search is over.
Oh, you have a show?
A show? Why, in London, it'll be bigger than Alfred Hitchcock any way you look at him.
Well, what's it called?
Piccadilly.
Piccadilly? What does it play about?
Well, as the curtain rises, you hear a fanfare. The scene is Piccadilly Circus. It's C. Aubrey Smith's birthday, and all London is in a festive mood. As the show starts, the merry Londoners break into song. Piccadilly in the land of shilling, pence, and pounds.
Where a cop, a bobby, something smock, is nobby, and the subway's called the Underground.
It's the art of London, and it's so.
Britannia rules each wave, every man is brave, and the only coward there is Noel.
It's the Isle of the spat and tweed suit, the land that gave Winston the boot. And when we say...
Stop the music,
now,
please.
Stop the singing, really.
Bea, is something wrong?
Sir, this music's from Oklahoma.
Now, look, Bea...
Well, look here, you can't steal the whole score from Oscar Hammerstein and Dick Rodgers.
The Oscar Hammerstein and Richard Rodgers have 5 hit shows all going now. All day long, they do nothing but count money. They never look up. How will they know that one of their little shows is missing?
I can't star in a black market play.
Well, look, the rest of the show is entirely different, Bea. Now, listen to this next scene.
Well, what is it?
But you are Daisy. You're a treacle girl in a pudding shop.
A treacle girl?
If a customer comes in, an old pudding fiend, and orders pudding and wants a little treacle on it...
I rush over with my treacle cruet and paw.
Yes. You're a young, innocent girl.
I see. I'm good, but I'm sticky.
Right. Now, as this next scene opens, you are waiting for your bus. It's a typical London spring morning. As a tribute to a spring day in London, you sing...
There are days that I feel I should chuck it when the rain's coming down by the bucket. It's a nice day for ships, the sky drifts and drifts. I'm here in a puddle, clear up to my hips. Oh, what an inclement morning. Oh, what a typical day. The streets full of blossom and jasmine, and everything's coming my way.
Oh, what a grisly morning. Oh, what a ghastly day. I have a miserable feeling that this is the way it will stay.
Oh, what a frightfully lousy day.
Well, that was wonderful, Bea.
What's next, Fred?
Well, now comes the love scene. I am your sweetheart, Herbert. We have a clandestine rendezvous at Kensington Gardens. We're sitting on a park bench, and you speak.
Herbert, ain't this heavenly?
Daisy, I've got a question to pop.
Oh, Herbert.
But Daisy...
You touched my hand.
But I had me mitten on.
Yes, but our reputations, Herbert. People will talk.
But Daisy...
Remember the rules of English courtship, Herbert? Certain don'ts we must observe.
Certain don'ts?
Don't bone my kipper for me. Don't slap my bicycle clip. Don't put salt on my fish and chips. People will say we're enamored.
Don't tug my tea bag string. Don't filch my crumpet crumbs. Don't sniff my chrysanthemums. The neighbors will say we're infatuated. I think that's good.
Don't jostle my snooker cue. Herbert, please don't get gay.
Daisy, I won't even look at you. The hoi polloi will sigh with that one. Say, if I rehearse a little more, this play will be a sensation in London, Bea. Now, the next scene is the big climax.
Tell me, what happened?
Well, your father refuses to let us marry. As the scene opens, you are pleading. You say...
Have an art pater? Herbert wants to take me to America.
America? My little Daisy live among those savages. The Chippewas, the Algonquins, the Brooklyn Dodgers.
But I have a job waiting for me, sir. Work in Canada.
Herbert's renting a North. He's going with the Northwest Mounties.
But Canada, Daisy, it's too blasted cold. The temperature goes down to 10 beneath the cipher.
Freezing weather won't bother me none, sir.
You say you don't mind the cold? Why don't you?
I shall tell you why I don't, sir. For the cold I don't give a newt. 'cause I'm wearing my new union suit. Yes, I'm wearing my new union suit with the hinge on the back. With my hinge quite a figure I'm a-cuttin'. Down the Strand you can all see me struttin'. Fits me close and keeps me comfy, and there is no slack. The cloth pure wool and the buttons are brown. The seams sure hold it together. The arms roll up and the legs roll down in case there's a change in the weather. To Lend-Lease I give all the credit. They sent me a suit and I shall never, never forget it. In such a suit there is nothing that any bloke can ever lack. It's me, itchy little suit with the hinge on the back. Well, there you are, Bea. As soon as your father finds out I have a union suit, the wedding day is set. In the big finale, we are on the Queen Elizabeth about to sail for Canada. As the boat pulls out, we hear the merry villagers singing.
Picadilly!
You can get there by omnibus or tram.
Where we never pick it. We just play cricket. Where the AEF left all its phlegm.
That's the Peters land, Illinois. The land of the new Labour Party. And now we say, giddy-o! We make the same farewell to you from Piccadilly, Piccadilly. P-I-C-A-D-I-L-L-Y, Piccadilly.
Picadilly.
Thank you very much. You hear a lot about Miss America. We bring you now a tribute to Mrs. America.
Excuse me, Bea. Someone at the door. Come in.
Who's Fred Allen?
I'm Fred Allen.
Summons is for you.
Summons?
Being caught 1 week from tonight.
Yeah, the summons.
Who's suing you, Fred?
Look, Rodgers and Hammerstein. This is ridiculous. They claim I stole this play Picadilly from their show, Oklahoma. They're going to sue me, hey? Well, I'll show them.
Well, Fred, what are you going to do?
Hand me that phone. Hello, operator. Get me my lawyers. Spenavesi, Hershkowitz, Kaufman, Epstein, Lumsfang, Adelman, Beyond Lawyer, and Gunderson.
It's NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
That was just a snack of Oh But I Do, played by Maestro Al Goodman, and his Weehawken Ferry Philharmonic. Say, Portland,
Yes?
do you think you can carry on for the rest of the program? I have to go down to night court right away.
Night court?
Yes, you know that summons I received last week? Rodgers and Hammerstein are suing me. They claim that show Picadilly I wrote for Bea Lillie last Sunday was stolen from their show, Oklahoma.
Are you going on trial?
Trial. Dick Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein are my best friends, Portland. Two of the sweetest guys in the world.
But if they're suing...
Suing, it's a gag. I'll go down to night court. We'll have a good laugh. Portland, I'll see you later. I'll be back.
Picadilly in the land of silly peasant heart, where a cup of bobby something smart is nutty.
Gentlemen, can't go in there. The night court's in session.
My name is Oscar Hammerstein.
I'm Richard Rodgers. Mr. Hammerstein and Mr. Rodgers, well, your case is next on the docket. You can wait here in this anteroom.
Thank you.
I'll call you, gentlemen. Oscar, every time I think of that guy, Allen,
He'd steal the potato out of a baby's bush.
if a dunker's head was turned, Allen would steal a wet donut.
The nerve of that guy taking our show Oklahoma and calling it Picadilly.
Fortunately, we caught him red-handed.
How did you happen to tune in on Allen's program?
I was trying to get Manhattan merry-go-round. I was a little early. Allen was still on.
By the way, Dick, that Manhattan merry-go-round.
I checked, Oscar. It's nothing like our carousel.
It's nerves, I guess.
I'm on edge myself. Since we trapped Allen, I suspect every song I hear on the radio.
Dick, we can't write all the songs.
With Allen around, we can't even keep the songs we've written.
Dick, are you sure we can't lose this suit?
I'm positive, Oscar. I read about a case in Down East.
Seems the harp player in the Philharmonic at Carnegie Hall reached out to pluck a pizzicato. His E string was gone. Stolen? Yep. An old lady in the front row had cut out the harp string with a cuticle scissors. She was using the harp string for dental floss. They caught her? The old lady got 30 years. 30 years for just stealing a harp string? Yes, string. Allen stole our whole show. We've got him cold, Dick. Oscar, how much are we suing for? $10,000. Let's make it a round number. 100,000. It's all right. It's all right with me. And a year's suspended sentence. That'll frighten them. Good. We ought to frighten them. Oscar, let's really scare Allen. How? Let him serve the year. Only a year. With good behavior, he'll be out in 8 months. In 8 months, our new show, Allegro, will be on Broadway. Allegro? I wonder what Allen could do with Allegro. If he's out in 8 months, we'll soon find out. Oscar, if he gets out at all, our careers are in jeopardy. You're right, Dick. At least Freddie Martin waits until the composers are dead. That's right, Dick. Why take chances? Let's make it 50 years. Oscar, he's sneaky. He might escape. There's only one way we'll be safe. The electric chair. The chair? Now, wait, Dick. If we give Allen the chair, how will it look? What will people say? You're right, Oscar. What'll people say? Oscar. Yes, Dick? You really care what people say? Okay, it's the chair. Good, Oscar. Now I feel safe. Your case is next, gentlemen. Follow me. Look, Oscar. Here comes Allen now. Oscar, Dick. See, I got your summons, boys. What a laugh. Let go of my hand, you pirate. Get your hand off my lapel, you plagiarist. Boys, you're not serious. What can I do? Get your head shaved. But Oscar, Dick. Rise, please. His Honor, Judge Beatrice. Order in the court. What's the first case? Dr. Hammerstein versus Fred Allen. The charge... Wait a minute. Hey, are you guys the Rodgers and Hammerstein who wrote all them hit shows? Yes, Your Honor. God. To think you guys wrote Oklahoma, Carousel, that picture State Fair. What an honor for the 3rd Precinct Court. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, is this gentleman with you, boys? Oh, no, Your Honor. He's the defendant. Defendant? What's that? He's the one we're suing. All right, what's your name, baggy face? Fred Allen. You look guilty to me already. Sit down. I appeal. You don't appeal to me. You sit down now. Let's start the trial. Well, Mr. Hammerstein, what are the charges? Your Honor, my partner, Mr. Rodgers, and I charged the defendant, Fred Allen, with presenting on his radio program a musical sketch called Picadilly, which was a direct deal from our show, Oklahoma. Your Honor, Your Honor. Guilty or not guilty? Not guilty. My production of Picadilly... Quiet! Your Honor. Quiet! If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a loud mouth. Now, Mr. Rodgers, are you ready to present the case? Yes, Your Honor. First, the title song of Oklahoma. Oh, you mean that wonderful Oklahoma where the wind comes right? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Allen opened his show with Picadilly. Oh, that's good enough for me? It's symphonic typetone.
Your Honor, I will admit that the melody may be similar.
Quiet, quiet.
Yes, Mr. Hammerstein. Your Honor, Allen's plea is incompetent, irrelevant, and my material.
You have further proof, Mr. Hammerstein?
Yes, Your Honor. You recall our song, Story with the Fringe on Top?
You mean, ducks and chicks and these banisteries when they take you out in...
This, Your Honor, is how this ballad burglar sang our song. For the cold I don't give a hoot, 'cause I'm wearing my new union suit. Yes, I'm wearing my new union suit. There's a hinge on the back.
Stop! This
This is musical treason.
But, Your Honor, let me...
Allen, get up. If I had something on under this robe, I'd take it off and come down there and knock you flat.
Well, I couldn't be any flatter than Mr. Hammerstein singing.
Order in the court. Now, Mr. Rodgers, what are you boys suing for?
Well, we're asking for $500,000. Now, wait a minute. This is a frame-up. They've got to prove damages.
We will prove damages. Your Honor, I have a witness. Mary Snurd. Mary Snurd to the bar.
Okay, come on, Judge.
Mary, what was your job?
I'm head usher in the balcony at the St. James Theater where Oklahoma's playing. Matinees, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Mary, how's business been at the St. James Theater?
We've been jammed. It's been like the subway, only with a better class of people.
Allen did Picadilly on his radio program. What happened?
The next night, we were stuck with 80 gallons of orangeade.
In other words, business in Oklahoma fell off.
We caught a guy in the balcony cleaning chickens.
Miss Nerd, how much do you think Mr. Allen's plagiarism has cost us?
Just like you told me to say back at the office, Mr. Hammerstein. $500,000.
I object! I object! I object! I object! I object! And you open your kazoo once more, I'm jabbing this gavel down at head fight.
But, Your Honor...
I've stood all I can stand. Allen to the bar.
Yes, Your Honor.
Allen, there's crimes worse than homicide, mopery, and arson. A guy who would steal the music of Oklahoma.
But, Your Honor, I'm no criminal. I'm a law-abiding citizen, Your Honor. As a boy in Boston, I was known as Honest Fred.
Honest Fred? You're from Boston?
Yes, Judge McKeester.
Are you the little honest Fred Allen who used to live back at Salt and Stall Saddle Shop?
Yes, Judge McKeester.
Honest Fred, don't you recognize me?
No, Judge.
Wait, I'll take off me toupee. There, you know me now?
Pinhead McKeester.
Hey, you pretty old boy.
George Pinhead. You a judge?
Yeah, what a laugh, huh?
Pinhead McKeester.
Your Honor. Quiet, you! Hammerhead or whatever your name is. Oscar, what did we crawl into this time? What's happening to us should happen to Irving Berlin. Oscar, I told you when you suggested suing Allen. I suggested? It was your idea. I was against it. But you... Quiet, you two bums! Say, Freddie, what was that song you wrote?
Oh, you mean Picadilly?
Oh, that's terrific! But, Your Honor, that's our song.
Yes.
Oh, wrong. Hammerstein or Rodgers, I ain't never seen a more fragrant piece of stealing. Your song, Oklahoma, is a direct steal from Honest Fred's song, Picadilly. I find you two chiselers guilty.
Wait a minute, Pinhead. I'm not vindictive, Pinhead. Live and let live.
Gosh, Fred, you're a prince.
Oh, forget it, Dick.
Thanks, Fred. The way the trial is going, Dick and I might have got 20 years. You say the word, Honest Fred, I can send these two monkeys up for life.
No, Pinhead. The world needs Rodgers and Hammerstein and their songs. And I need their songs, too.
What do you want the court to do, Freddie? It's up to you.
Well, I've used their Oklahoma score. I wonder how Carousel would sound on my program.
Why don't you try it some night, Freddie?
Well, I haven't seen Carousel yet, Pinhead.
I can fix that. Rodgers and Hammerstein?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court sentences you to give the defendant one ticket for your show Carousel, now playing at the Majestic Theater.
Yes, Your Honor. Say, Pinhead.
Yeah, Freddie?
Now, look, if I'm going to steal the whole show, I'll have to have somebody with me, to help write down the music and the lyrics.
Say, that's right. Rodgers and Hammerstein?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court further sentences you to go with Fred Allen and help him write down whatever he wants to steal from your show, Carousel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court's adjourned.
Before we remind you to never get the receiving shopping bags, I want to thank Richard Rodgers and our Dr. Hammerstein for their visit tonight and for their many kindnesses in the past. Next week, our guest will be those pets of the 400, Max Bear and Maxie Rosenblum. Thank you, and good night. Thank you. Good night.